The air should be filled with joy, the scent of spices and sweets should waft from homes. Eid al-Fitr, the joyous culmination of Ramadan, should be a time for celebration. However, in Gaza, the recent Eid was starkly different. The deafening roar of Israeli airstrikes replaced the laughter of children. The smell of gunpowder hung heavy in the air, a grim substitute for traditional aromas. On March 30, 2025, as the sun rose on Eid al-Fitr, Israeli airstrikes rained down on Khan Yunis, a city in southern Gaza. The strikes killed 8 Palestinians, casting a pall over the holy day. Celebrations were muted, replaced by the wails of mourners and the grim rituals of funerals. The streets, usually teeming with life and laughter, were eerily quiet, save for the echoes of explosions and the rumble of military vehicles. The festive atmosphere that traditionally characterizes Eid was absent. Instead, fear and uncertainty gripped the hearts of Gazans. The constant threat of violence hung heavy in the air, a stark reminder of the precariousness of life in the besieged enclave. The spirit of celebration was extinguished, replaced by a collective sense of grief and despair. The faithful gathered for Eid prayers, but their spirits were heavy with sorrow. Instead of gathering in mosques adorned with lights and vibrant carpets, they prayed amidst the rubble of destroyed buildings. Makeshift prayer spaces were set up in tents and bombed-out structures, the remnants of homes and lives shattered by the relentless bombardment. The sound of explosions and the roar of fighter jets overhead provided a jarring counterpoint to the prayers. The ground shook, a constant reminder of the ongoing conflict. Yet amidst the destruction and despair, the people of Gaza clung to their faith, finding solace and strength in their prayers. The resilience of the human spirit was evident in the faces of those who prayed. Despite the loss and devastation they had endured, their faith remained unshaken. They prayed for peace, for an end to the violence that had plagued their lives for far too long. The Israeli airstrikes forced countless families from their homes, turning the joyous occasion of Eid into a struggle for survival. Displaced families sought refuge in overcrowded UN shelters, their lives turned upside down by the sudden violence. They carried with them only what they could grab in haste: a few belongings, precious photographs, and the heavy weight of grief. The stories of these displaced families are heartbreaking testaments to the human cost of the conflict. Parents spoke of losing children in the bombings, their voices trembling with unshed tears. Children, their eyes wide with fear and confusion, recounted the horrors they had witnessed. The elderly, their faces etched with worry, spoke of their fears for the future. The trauma of displacement and loss has left an indelible mark on these families. The joyous memories of past Eids have been overshadowed by the horrors of the present. The spirit of celebration has been replaced by a profound sense of loss and uncertainty. Section 4. The Children of War. The conflict in Gaza has exacted a particularly heavy toll on children. Many have lost parents, siblings, and friends in the bombings. Those who survived bear the psychological scars of war nightmares, flashbacks, and an overwhelming sense of fear and insecurity. Eid, a time meant for joy and laughter, has become a painful reminder of their loss. Instead of wearing new clothes and receiving gifts, children in Gaza wear the scars of trauma. Their playgrounds are the rubble-strewn streets, their toys the remnants of war. The conflict has robbed these children of their innocence, their childhood stolen by the violence that has become a grim reality of their lives. They deserve a future free from fear, a chance to experience the joy and wonder that every child deserves. Section 5. A longing for peace. Despite the hardships they have endured, the people of Gaza have not given up hope. They long for a just and lasting peace, a future where their children can grow up free from the threat of violence. They yearn for a return to normalcy, a time when Eid can once again be a true celebration of life and faith. Their resilience in the face of adversity is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. They have shown remarkable courage and determination in the face of unimaginable loss and suffering. Their voices must be heard, their stories told, and their right to live in peace and security upheld. The international community must work to end the cycle of violence in Gaza and bring about a lasting and just peace. The people of Gaza deserve nothing less. They deserve a future filled with hope, not fear, a future where Eid can once again be a time for celebration, not mourning.